MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. It's another beautiful Monday evening, y'all, and it's the motherfucking year-end wrap-up. Yes, what's going on, Miss BBC?
Greetings. How everybody doing today? How are you doing today?
Listen, I'm good. This is the last episode of the year, so I get a little break. And
yes.
Tomorrow is the last day of classes, so it's a break upon break upon break. I'm ready. I'm excited. I need a break. I ain't even gonna lie. I love this shit, but I need a break.
No, you do need a break. You totally need a break.
I am excited for today. I'll tell you that it is the year-end wrap-up. But we got a guest. You already know what it is. Bringing back the guest in the building. Oh, so let me bring in the guest and then I'll do all the other stuff. So listen, this is somebody that's already been to the couch with a team of people, right? With the queens, all right? If y'all remember that episode, the queens of the mic. Yes, I talked to her. I was like, I got to bring you back solo so we can get it in. Listen, a legend in the poetry game. I'm hyped because I was thinking about making her spit something, but it's up to her. I ain't even gonna force it on her like I did last time. But I tell you this, I'm excited to have welcome to the couch, Miss Concrete motherfucking Rose in the building. What up, girl?
Hey, hi. What's going on?
Pretty girl, how are you?
Good.
You look so pretty. I love your hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No.
All right, come on, get out of here, co-host.
I'm not a co-host.
Then she yelled, I ain't no co-host. But yes, it's listen, I know Mondays be a drag. It starts snowing today, but hopefully we let you in your Monday with some positivity and some laughter. And it's time for the therapy session. Always. Concrete, how the fuck you been? You all right?
Yeah, I've been all right. How about you? Been chilling. I'm out here, doing my 1-2 in these streets.
There you go. Hey, we got to get it in. Got to get it in the way we get it in, right?
Right.
So, let's jump it off, man. You already know when we got a guest on the show, you already know that first 15, 20 minutes is all about them. So let's get into it. Listen, you got a lot of stuff going on with the work and the poetry, but if I may, can I focus on the poetry game? Because that's what I'm always
for sure.
about. That's how I met you a while ago. It's probably been 14
it's been a minute.
years. Easy, 14 years. So how did you really get even started in poetry? I know I asked you this before, but like I said, it's all about you tonight.
I've been writing since I was a kid, pretty much, journaling, haikus in elementary, short stories, all that good stuff. And then I used to perform in high school, well, not in high school, but in junior high and stuff a lot. And then I'm from California, but then when I moved to Ohio, I moved here in high school and I just always used to just write and stuff, and I end up coming upon this guy. I can't remember his name, but he had a spot that's no longer around. He saw me in Rolling Acres Mall, out of all
Mm-hmm.
places. That was a minute ago.
Ooh,
So
that
he
was a
saw
long
me in
time
Rolling
ago.
Acres. Yeah, he saw me in Rolling Acres Mall, and he was handing out flyers. He was like, "Hey," he like, "Do you like poetry?" I was like, "Yeah," like you know what I mean. It was just so random. Like, what? Okay. He was like, "Yeah." He like, "You spit," and I was like, "Huh?" Like, do he know me or something?
Yeah.
Um, and he handed me a flyer, was like, come and check out our stuff or whatever. And I went, checked it out, and I was so nervous because I'm like, had never, I was new to Ohio still. Like nobody knew me, what I'm saying, out here. And I'm like, all right, let me try it or whatever. And I got on the mic, got a lot of feedback. It was cool. And then from then on, I just, I met Ace like I think like the next year, like in
Ace Boogie.
2005. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Ace Boogie, twin 1 and 2.
Hey,
I met
listen.
Ace Boogie like '05. He was hosting at the Elite in
Hmm.
Akron on the west side, and I
Was that
went in
right
there.
by? Not to cut you off, my bad. Was that
Mhm.
by that like Burger King and Taco Bell and McDonald's?
um, it's on Hawkins, like Hawkins, and it's VO now, but it was Worcester back in the days. It's
Yeah. So it was
across
like,
from
Oh yeah,
Caddy
I know.
Corner from Raleigh. So Raleigh's over here, and it was over
Yeah,
there.
where the
okay,
plaza was, right? Or the plaza
No,
is
no,
now.
no. Domino's is behind Domino's on Vernon Odom.
Oh, it's down.
Yep,
okay, all right.
across from what's that church? Uh, it's a church right there.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't think of the
I don't be on the
something
west
Hope,
side, so okay.
somebody Hope. I'm a heathen. I don't go to church, but it's across from that church right there where everybody
Mhm.
go and use the free vacuums and stuff. So
Okay,
it's
all
now,
right.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
now shut down. Yeah, it's now shut down though. But um, yeah, he was over there. He was hosting, and I got on the mic and I did a piece called "Fuck Love." I don't want that shit, and everybody was like, "Wait, what?" And they was like, "Wait a minute, who are you? Where did you come from?" And I'm just like, I just walked in here, like pretty
Right,
much. I literally just walked in here, saw y'all was doing this, and I was like, "Oh, I got something." And from that point on, I didn't have a name at the time. I was just, I was Keisha. And then uh, one of my good buddies, his L Preston Wade, shout out to him.
okay,
He heard me spit one day, and he was like, "I got a name for you," and I was like, "Huh?" Like, okay, and because I heard everybody had a name and stuff, and I was just comfortable being myself or whatever. And
right.
he was like, Concrete Rose. And I was like, what? I was like, I like that. And, you know, I was like, I like that. I like that. So I was like, how can I make this fit for me? And then it literally fit. It stuck. So I've been Concrete Rose ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But
That's
yeah,
what's up.
definitely big shout outs to Ace Boogie though. Quiet as kept. My first unofficial time on stage was at a Ace Boog room. Um,
Okay.
one of my dudes that I worked with when I was at this factory, All Side, was telling me about the spot. He was like, they got like an
Outside.
open
Okay.
mic, man. You funny, blah blah blah. And you know what? I was like, man, you know what? I'll come check it out. And it was like poetry night. And but he let me
Hmm.
get on and crack some jokes and shit. And believe it or not, motherfuckers was laughing, but I still didn't count that as my official first time on stage. But because it was still a couple years later when I actually got on stage. But yeah, big shout outs to Ace Boog, man. Ace Boog be finding a lot of talent in the Akron area.
Yeah,
So
he do.
shout out to him. That's what's up. So coming from Cali to Akron, how big of a culture shock was that?
Man, it was like somebody dropped me in the middle of the cornfields. Like I cried for like the first 3 years that I was here because every
Damn.
day I cried every day for 3 years. I was sick every time I seen something. I was like, "Ah." I cried. I was like, they only got one mall. The mall only got one level. I'm so used to having several malls, and our malls got like 3, 4, 5 floors. Like
Uh-huh.
I was shocked. I'm like, the mall only got one level. I cried about that. And then Rolling Acres had two levels. And I was like, okay, Rolling Acres got two levels, but then they tore Rolling Acres down. I was like, the malls don't even got no movie theaters. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God. The high schools didn't have pools. Our high schools, almost every high school had pools.
Okay.
Firestone was the only high school that had a pool. It was a culture shock. It was small. I literally saw the whole city in like hours. Like you can go from one side of town to the next side of town in 20 minutes. That was
20 minutes.
unheard of.
Yep.
Yeah, in 20 minutes, that was crazy. And then everybody knew everybody. They've been going to school with each other since elementary. Like that was wild to me. Um, and then I was the oddball, and they knew I was the oddball because they was like, "Well, we don't know you. We ain't never seen you before." And then
Right. Right.
it was like everybody you can identify somebody. They was like, Sean who? They're like, Sean with the bald head that do comedy. Like you the only Sean in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just that was wild to me. And
Uh,
I'm like, what? Like in LA, that's unheard of. Like you don't,
yeah.
unless you live in that area, in that neighborhood, and it's like, oh yeah, man that live around the corner, but
Right.
it was just wild. It was very much a culture shock. The food sucked. Y'all didn't have any Mexicans. There was no Mexican food
Hey,
here.
don't say y'all. Don't
Like,
say y'all. I'm from Cleveland. I'm
I
from
mean,
Cleveland. Don't,
oh, okay. Well, you know,
don't do
I'm
that.
I'm an Akronite too. I'm from
I'm going
Calahio.
to. Like, no,
So, but it was just weird, like, like not seeing Mexicans. I'm so used to because my dad's side of the family, I got half black and Mexican brothers and sisters. So I grew
Uh-huh.
up eating soul food at my grandma's house, and I go over to my dad's house and I'm eating sofritos, rice and beans. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or I'm eating huevos rancheros for breakfast. I go home, we eating sausage, egg, and cheese. It was just the mixture of culture. So I moved here and I'm like, we're the Mexicans, we're the Asians, we're the
Right.
Tongans, we're the Samoans, we're the
Right.
Haitians, we're the Jamaicans. There was nothing. It was just black and white.
Mm-hmm.
period.
And I was like, because I tell my kids all the time, I was like, I never really seen white people till I moved to Ohio. Unless you
Mm.
went like to the valley or you went further out, like to the beach or places like that, you would see white people. I
Right.
hardly ever seen white people. So moving here and it was just white people everywhere. I was like, this new to me. Like, I don't know what to do. I never been around y'all. So it was like I had to learn. Like I used to study them like it was like I did.
This
Oh,
I
so
know
you
that
not
sounds
for
terrible.
real.
species here. Kind of
That
pale
sounds terrible.
skin.
Yeah, I did. I used to be like, I'd never been around y'all. I'm like, I gotta learn. Like, I don't know what, that's what white people
Oh
do. Like,
shit.
what? But it was interesting. Like, I've learned to like it here. Like, I'm not gonna make it seem like it's a bad place, but it's a great place for raising children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a lot quieter than where I come from and where I grew up. So a lot quieter. School system sucks. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
cost of living is definitely a lot more reasonable.
Definitely.
um, I'm just it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment. I cried every day no lie for 3 years. I know they got tired of me, but my grandma was like, I don't care how much you cry, you ain't going back. I'm like,
Wow. Wow. So
so
what was actually what do you consider your big breakthrough in the poetry scene though?
ooh. Um,
Coming
what do
with
I
the tough
consider my
questions
big
tonight.
break? Yeah, what do I consider my big break? One of my favorite poets, her name is Georgia Me. You guys look
Mm,
her up. She's like an amazing poet out of Atlanta.
Definitely.
She has her own day in Atlanta.
mm,
Uh, it's Georgia Me Day. She's like one of my favorite poets, and she started following me and like commenting on my stuff and watching my stuff, and I was like, nigga, I made it.
right, right.
So it was like being a rapper and having Puffy, like, or somebody as your follower. And they like, oh yeah, I like you. I see you keep doing, you know what I'm saying? Stay on it. And she used to be like, you hot, stay at it. And I was like, like what? Georgia, me telling me that I'm hot? Like what?
Mm,
So for me, that was, um, that was my moment. I was like, I must be doing something right because how the
Yeah.
queen follow me. You know what I mean? I was like, what? And then it led to me featuring in New York, and then I started going different places, and then I um started traveling and doing different things. And another good guy, rest in peace, his name is Vertigo.
Mhm.
He's real big on the poetry scene. Well, he was real big on the poetry scene. He passed away a couple years ago.
Mm.
Um,
Oh,
he uh he was like, if you were any type of poet in this community, no matter where you was at, he found you. He came, like he was every time I had something going on, he would be there. And I'm like, I would look up and he would be there, and he was putting people in chat books. He was like featuring people at his places. I was doing his slams. I was winning first, second, first and second place at his slams. And then he did a
Nice.
24-hour poetry streamed, and this is before streaming really was a big thing. He did a 24-hour live poetry open mic. He was
Mm.
streaming it, and I started gaining people from different countries. They was asking for copies of my book, so on my chapbook. So I'm shipping my chapbook to, different countries and different states, and I'm just like, wow, like all these people, really was like rocking with me. So like that helped me a lot when I started, coming up and whatever. I was like, oh, they like me.
That's what's up.
blessings.
Miss
Yeah, they
BBC,
was
you
like,
got
can
some
you come
questions for our
here? I was
guests?
like, what?
Yes, I do. So you
Okay.
said you started writing poetry when you were a child. Am I
Yes.
correct? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Because most of us, we start very young. I'm a poet as well.
Okay.
And I started out in poetry, but I'm actually a reggae artist right now.
I
So
know that's right.
how old were you when you really realized you worked your first poem?
Ooh, um,
Okay.
let me see. I was like third grade. So how are you in the third grade?
About 7 or 8.
Yeah, about 7 or 8. I wrote a poem. It was about a quarter. It was about a magic quarter. I remember that much. It was something about finding a magic quarter, and this quarter was like my good luck charm. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I do remember writing this about this dang on quarter. I found it, and it was supposed to give me like all the, like magic in the world and make my life better or whatever. I remember that much. I was like,
What
okay, I like it. And then my teacher hooked me up to haikus and stuff, and I like those because they were like really easy to do. Being a kid, it was
Yeah,
like 575. I got it. So, you know, I went
that's
from there.
cool. Who inspired you at that time? Like, where did you realize like poetry was, a thing, and you just was like, oh, I'm just gonna do that. I mean, because we start young, of course, with books, but what was your
hmm
inspiration?
Um, my teacher, because I didn't even know that poetry was a thing. I just knew
Mhm.
that I could write and that I could put words together and make it make
Mhm.
sense. And I was just creative. So I was like, this is just what I'm gonna do. So I didn't even know that like Langston Hughes existed at that time. I didn't know that Emily Dickinson existed. I didn't know none of those people existed until I got like junior high school. So at elementary, like my teacher was my first introduction. She was like, "This is a haiku. This is how it goes." It was 5 syllables,
Yeah,
7 syllables, and five. You know what I mean? So that's all I knew. And then I went from there to writing. Like, all right, let me try it on my own and do something different. And I just knew it for whatever reason. I'm just like, I know it has to rhyme. In my mind, I'm like, it has to rhyme. So I just made it rhyme. And then as I got older, I started finding out about different poets and stuff and different type of writing styles as I got older. But in the beginning, no, nobody. I didn't have no influences. Nobody. I didn't know nothing about it.
blessings. Oh, that's good though. I mean, when adult inspire you, that's always a blessing because they can show
hmm
you how, and some people have that and some people don't. So that sounds like the story, the beginning, you know.
Right.
That's
Right.
so
Right.
That's what's
yeah.
up. What's up. So, what would you say is your most famous poem to date? Your favorite, your most famous.
My favorite. Um, my favorite. Probably we can go as far as you want, but be careful. That seems to be that seems to be the one that it used to be You. I wrote a poem called You. Um and then when I started doing that one, which I was scared to do it because I was like, it was so violent and just like off topic, everybody was, I was scared that people weren't gonna like it. They I'm like, no, that's not even, but I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Mm,
And once I started performing it, I tried to retire the poem. People won't let me. They won't let me. So it started becoming one of my most favorite poems to do. So I was like, I like it.
nice,
It
nice,
gets the crowd going.
nice. Oh no, I mean, that's my shit. So
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's next for you? What you got going on? What's next?
Um, right now I'm working. That's what I'm doing. But what do I have going on? Starting January, the last Thursday in January, me and the ladies, the four queens, or yes, Priestess is the name of our organization. We're gonna be back at Jilly's. We're hosting our open mic at Jilly's. Um, I'll
Damn,
send you the flyer.
I thought that was this Thursday. I was kind of
No, no,
excited.
nope, nope, no. We took a break because of the holidays, just with everybody's, got holiday stuff going on. So we like
Yeah,
1st of January, we're gonna get straight to it. So Jilly's is our home. We're gonna be there every last Thursday of the month, and that's in Akron. If you're hip to Akron, I don't have the information off top because I'm not looking
Willie's
at it.
Music Room, Akron, Ohio. I
Right.
don't know the address.
Yes,
Make sure you send it to me too, please.
I will. I will. But yes, we're gonna be doing that, hosting every month, once a month. So we got a nice lineup. Last, so far we did 2 shows, and we've been having like 14, between 12 and 14 artists so far at the show. And I'm just like, wow, not that we were trying to have that many people. It was just
Right.
people really want to support us, what we doing. So I was like, oh, that's love for me.
That's dope.
So far what I mean, we got over 10 people
That's dope.
again
Good.
coming for the,
That's dope.
for the next event. So I'm excited. Um it's been a good time. It's been a good time.
Keep it
That's what's
uplifted.
that's what's up. All
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, it's up to you. Like, I ain't no pressure, but it's up to
I'm just
you.
saying. You
If,
said your
if
favorite,
you
so I
want
mean,
to, you
She
can. If you
said
don't,
a little bit. A little bit. I
look,
didn't hear it. He
you
heard
got
it.
hey, but concrete, you got your pass from
Lord.
me, so it's up to you.
I know he wants to hear that, Lord. And it's so funny because people will really make me do this poem over and over again. I'd be like, man, y'all crazy.
Again, again,
Okay,
again.
right. So always give a disclaimer. I I wrote this because it was funny to me. And I'm just, I'm just that type of person. I'm all about peace, but I'm always prepared for war. I always say that. I'm all about peace, but I'm always prepared for war. And I'm gonna go as far as you want to go. However whatever, if we go into jail, I'm gonna see you in the next cell. So that's, I'm going that far with you. So we can go as far as you want, but be careful. So that's the name of the poem.
Gotcha.
All right. I'm glad that you said what you said to your friends about me. You dumbass broad, you know absolutely nothing about me. In fact, I think that you were standing in my shadow secretly wishing you had class like me. But what you should be is afraid of me. I could care less about broads like yourself. You're not putting money in my pocket. You're not putting food on my table. You don't supply my kids with nothing they need. You don't pay none of my past due bills. You don't do shit for me. Now, I can't help that I go to the club and do my thing. I'm a self proclaimed star. And you're a motivated hater that spits bullshit from afar. You're wasting your energy to diminish me. Bras like you can't stop me. Hoes like you can't compete with me. I laugh because hoes like you humor me. You don't want none of this beef. I'm a whole lot of meat. You better back down before you be wearing false teeth. You better ask these people out here about me. I wake up to butcher knives by my bedside, Ginsu knives taped to my thick thighs, handguns with pearl handles in my designer handbags. I'm a nympho when it comes to pistols. I store bombs in my windows. I keep grenades in my lampshades. I wear nunchucks as a necklace in case you talk reckless. I keep body bags in the trunk to quickly dispose of you. I use the seatbelt to strangle you, the brass knuckles to hang you, take pictures of it to frame you. And I messed up. So we're going to pause right there.
It still
Go
was
ahead. You
fire
got it.
though.
So I don't like messing up, but players fuck up, players fuck up. Yeah.
I don't know that you fucked up, so it was fire to me all the way through. I was all like, yeah,
but when you know you messed up, you like,
yeah,
That's
but
dope.
yeah.
That's all. Listen,
I got y'all. So if you want to hear more, definitely come to the Jilly's open mic next month on the last fourth of the month. It's gonna be the 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
there you
So
go. Leave them wanting more concrete. That's what I'm talking about. But
yes,
hey,
yes.
I'm down with whatever. Concrete Rose in the building. Hey, give out your social medias. I know you ain't going nowhere, but give people out your social medias just in case they want to follow you
um,
right.
okay. You can look me up on Facebook. It's Concrete, two K's, no C's, KONKRETEROSE, Concrete Rose. You can follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be Miss MS underscore concrete. And yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, TikTok, you can Concrete Rose, same as well.
There we
So
go. There we go.
yes, you can
Concrete
find me.
Rose. Thanks for coming to the couch, sis. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I want to give a shout out to my boy. I know he's probably not watching, but hopefully somebody's watching. They can give him the shout out. One of my good friends, Father Wise, he is locked down. He is one of my. I used to disclaimer. I used to do a lot of prison work with one of my good friends. So I used to go to all the prisons in Northeast Ohio, male and female prisons, and do poetry and open mic and stuff for them. He would do like the more spiritual aspect, and then we both are poets. Shout out to my boy Ruben. Um, so we was literally going to every prison in Ohio pretty much, and I gained a lot of following from doing that as well. Um, and they loved me. I couldn't, there was no cussing, no profanity, no nothing like that. So it was definitely a challenge, but
Nice.
they loved me. They was buying books. They wanted to keep up with me. Some of them got out and was like, and was showing up at some of the open mics that I was at because I was telling
Nice.
them about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
and he's still locked up, but he keeps in contact with me. And it's been years. I mean, he keeps in contact with me. He makes sure that he keeps in contact with me. And
That's
he did a podcast not too long ago, and he shouted me out, and his ex-wife hit me up and was like, my boy looking for you. And I was like, what? And then when he said that, he gave me a shout out, so I appreciate that so much.
that's what's up. That's
That's
dope.
dope.
That's dope. I like that. All right, let's get into this
Let's
last
get into it.
episode of the year. All right. Usually we like to start with a
Last one of the
recap.
year.
Last one of the year. We about to listen.
Aw.
Christmas on a Monday, New Year's on a Monday, so it's a break, well needed, well deserved. So, all right. So we always like to start with a recap, like what happened to us this week or whatever. Not. I'll make mine really quick. So this past weekend was pretty cool, laid back, chilled. Kicked it with little mama as always. Full daddy mode always. We chilled Friday, then Saturday took her to the science center with my girl and her boys, and little mama loved it, like absolutely loved it. We went to Great Lakes Science Center. She got to play in a ball pit and do all kind of science stuff and learn some stuff.
The car. To the fake car.
To the fake car. Yep.
Go under it.
So it was a fake car by the ball pit, right? And like a mechanic car, right? And it had it up, lifted up a little bit. She done took off the tires, changed the tires, got under the car, like on the little slide thing that slide under the car. She under
Yeah,
like she working on the bottom and all that. I was like, okay, she was
I
looking
know
at
that's
the
right.
Nice.
hell, she doing a lot. She was doing a lot, but it was cool just to see her have fun. And it was like you can make some airplanes and have them fly. And so it was dope. It was dope. So just kicked it with her. And then Sunday was just chill mode. My brownies got another dub. Listen, it ain't never got to be pretty. As long as they get that dub, that's all I care about.
Period.
So that was my recap for the weekend. I don't care what lady, whichever lady want to go first with their little recap. Go ahead, take it over.
Well,
Well, I guess
I'll
I'll
go.
go.
My
Oh, go ahead.
recap wasn't little. It was big. It was just like so much big energy. I rehearsed with my band for the first time on the weekend, over the weekend,
Okay.
and I hadn't sang with a band for myself in over 2 years. So, I got a new bass player, and everything, preparing for a couple of things we have coming up. I received a call from one of the brethrens one of the Rasta brothers, and said someone was putting on a show and he recommended me to perform on it. Um, or musician that been wanting to work with for years. I reached out to him and was like, hey, boom, I want you to be a part of my vibes for a couple of things. And, I'm saying, a couple of times I reached out to him. He was like, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Boom, something in the spirit was like, yo, wake up now, text him, tell him what you want to tell him, have him call you. And boom, I text him and he was like, guess what? Something happened for me that I am able to come through. So just like pure upliftment, seeing myself again, actually seeing me and not seeing against myself. So just so much vibes are opening up, especially since it's this retrograde. Definitely my poetry is coming back to me, which helps me musically. And it's just been a power week. Like I've been waking up just proud of myself every morning. And I hadn't been like that in a long time.
I know that's right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, my week, well, I didn't really do a whole lot. I worked all week. Almost hit a deer. Almost hit a
Oh no.
almost. I know, right? Deer came out of nowhere. And I almost hit a horse and buggy. It was
Oh,
nighttime in
wow.
my defense.
Oh,
Listen,
I seen your
it
post
was
about that.
it was nighttime. I was on the backwoods in Pennsylvania and there was no light. And my defense, it was hard to see. I had my brights on, and that little buggy hit the corner out of nowhere, and it had one little bitty headlight. And I was like, "What is that?" And I went to, move away from it, and it was the dang on horse and buggy. I didn't know the Amish people was out at that time of night, so I was shocked. They usually be
Yeah.
in the house when the sun go down.
They do. They do. They do.
Yeah,
Like
I've
the
never
sun,
seen them out late at night. Well, it gets
sun
dark
was
faster, I guess
gone.
now.
Sun
Jeez.
was gone. You hear me? Sun gone. Ain't no sun out here. We driving with our bright lights on. And here come the little horse and buggy. I was like, what are you even doing out here?
Mm.
So, but yeah, almost hit the little horse and buggy. Other than that, I haven't really done anything. Talk to my kids, pay some bills, getting ready for Christmas, I guess. I'm a grandma now, so I be trying to do grandma stuff.
There you go. That's
They
what's
be,
up.
yeah, they be in my pockets. I don't like it.
That's it's a revolving cycle. It just keep going and
It
going.
is.
Like you be like, damn, the
It
kids
is.
gone. Then they had kids. You like, damn.
Man, listen, listen. I,
That's
I
what's
I
up.
love being a grandma though. It's absolutely it's funner than being a mom. And I know that sounds bad, but it's like I get to spoil them and do all the fun stuff and then go back,
There you go.
like go home.
Grandmothers.
So
What's up? Right, right.
yeah, I like it. I like it.
That's
You
what's up.
grannies. You grannies are something else.
I,
You're really
listen,
something else. Give us such a hard time as mothers.
you know what? I let them do what they do. I don't get in the middle of nothing. I don't bother nobody unless they call me and ask me specifically. I let them do what they do. I don't.
It's the spoiling. It's like, well, Granny let me do it. Nana let me do it. Nana said, "Don't be putting your hands
Yeah,
on me." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah.
that's the trouble y'all cause for us. It's like Nana bought me some. Nana said that
Mhm.
is good food.
Mhm. 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 Pretty much. Yeah. Cause I don't have to whoop them or anything. I just give them the look and the voice, and they just shut down. But when they with their
Mhm.
moms, it's like they don't got no control over them. They like, I don't know what they do at your house, but at home they be acting crazy. I'm like, I just got it's
That
the
is funny.
experience, I guess.
That's what's up. All right, let me jump in these comments real quick. I thought I had it on. It was off. So Carol in the building. What up, sis? Courtney
Okay.
M. Trice in the building. What up, girl? She says she's a
What up,
genius like her
sis?
auntie. Then Carol said, "Where's the pictures? Pictures? Oh man, you gotta. I ain't even put them up yet. I'll put them up." Then Courtney, Eb like Miss BBC, you need to come down on the 25th, sis, to the Queens of the Mic, and then DJ in the
Yeah.
building. He say, "I hate when Mercury getting my Gatorade." I don't know what that's from, but
That's from the retrograde.
oh, okay, I missed it. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into them childhood memories. You already know we like to get into our past and definitely get into our guest past on the funny or crazy childhood memory. I think since
Uh-oh.
it's the holiday season, my childhood memory is going to be about New Year's Day. Okay, I'm not even gonna do a Christmas one. I know Christmas and New Year's is coming up, and like I said, we won't be here. So, but one of my favorite childhood memories is going down to my great grandmother's house, my mom's grandmother. She stayed at EC off of Eddie Road, and she used to have a big like New Year's like celebration, right? Like on New Year's Day, it was always on that day because people doing stuff on Christmas Eve, Christmas, and she always took New Year's Day. But she was so old school and so nonchalant. So we had a house full of people, kid tables, adult tables, things like that, right? But the thing I liked about it so much is her nonchalantness. She didn't take any bullshit because if you had a kid with a female, right, and you wasn't with the female, she didn't care because them kids and the female was getting invited. And if you didn't do what you're supposed to and act right in front of her around them, she'd kick your ass out so quick, smack you in your head, all that shit. She didn't play that shit. She like,
I know
I
that's
don't
right.
care if you don't like them. Well, you laid down with them and y'all had a kid. So the kids is gonna be here and we celebrating with the kids because that's how I get down. So that's what I remember and love the most about my great grandmother. She was just so cool, didn't take no shit. And she was like, I don't care what you think. This is my house, and everybody I invite get invited. Period, point blank. So
Here we
it
go.
was always a good time, always fun. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of great food. So that's gonna be my childhood memory for this week. So
Right. He said
Nice.
everybody get a plate.
yeah. Who else? Who want to get a childhood memory next?
You can go
I
ahead.
guess I'll go. I'll go. My childhood memory. So I was thinking about this real hard, and I was laughing because my cousin was saying how he don't really drink water. Two men, and I realized sometimes men, y'all stubborn. Y'all don't really like to drink water.
That's
Y'all
all
don't
I
like
drink:
taking
water,
advice.
liquor, and beer.
You know what?
More
So I
water
was
than
telling. Yeah, I love water. So I was telling my cousin, like, you need to drink more water. Your body is like 85% water, bro. Like, you need to drink water. Um, so he was saying how he go to the gym and he work out real tough, and he don't drink water, he be in pain. And he was talking about, how he don't use the bathroom regularly, like he don't have a bowel movement regularly. I was like, okay, well, you need to drink more water. And we were saying back in the days how our grandmothers, like, if you didn't have no bowel movement or you talking about your stomach hurt, that was the first thing she asked you, like, when the last time you went to the bathroom? And you'd be like, what? Like, why do you think pooping is the answer to everything? So my grandmother used to give us castor oil if we didn't have a bowel movement. And she used to have them little chocolates that was laxatives. So one day I'm thinking she had chocolate. I'm being nosy, being a kid. I'm in her business, ain't got no business in her business. And I'm in there sneaking. I was like, oh, she got chocolate. I done ate the whole pack of chocolate, y'all. Because
Oh,
they look like the little Hershey's
yeah.
chocolates, but they was
No.
laxative. I done ate the whole pack of chocolate thinking it's chocolate. And they taste like chocolate. They taste good. I done ate the whole pack. When I tell you I was boo-booing for days, every time I ate something, it came straight out my butt.
You
Lord, I said I
you couldn't be more
I
than
was
1 foot away from a toilet eating that shit.
man, I was regular for like weeks. You hear me? Every time I ate something, it was like whoop, like it came. That's how much of the laxative I ate. Like, cause I thought it was candy. I
Oh
said, my grandma
shit.
was like, I bet you won't touch nothing else. You ain't got no business touching. I was like, I was so listen. I was scared to eat Hershey's chocolate for years after that. Because every time I seen them little square things, I thought they was laxative. I said, I ain't fucking with them.
And kind in and said she done had a shitty week, like literally.
Listen, every time I ate something, it went straight out. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, man, when do this stuff leave your body?
That's
Oh my God.
hilarious. That's
I
funny
was
as shit.
regular. Okay. I was regular for weeks.
I
Oh,
It was
bet.
regular.
terrible.
I
My
bet.
grandma was like, you won't touch nothing else. I said, no, I'm not.
You stay your ass on my purse.
Man,
Jeez
she had them on her
Louise.
dresser. She had them on her dresser like it was
Mhm.
Oh,
candy. That's
It
what
was a
fucked me
setup.
up.
That was a setup.
Man.
Which one of these kids
I
gonna
think
eat
it
this
was.
shit candy? I'm gonna be able to find out real quick soon as they run to the bathroom.
It was me.
Oh shit.
Oh
It was
man,
me.
Oh my gosh.
that's
That was
So
definitely a
yeah,
setup.
yeah.
Definitely.
So
Miss
I don't really
BBC. What
fool
childhood
with
memory you gonna
chocolate that
bless us
much.
with today?
Um, I'm gonna do a Christmas like these amazing Christmases, and I always thought she was just rich or whatever. But we will always go over to my grandparents' house, from my mother's side. So, and all the cousins and everything will be over there. So I got this 110 camera, but like it wasn't even dated or anything like that, and something probably like from the Hungry Center or something. They used to give dolls like Salvation Army, coming to different culture neighborhoods and stuff like that and give out stuff. So when we're all over there, everybody's showing their stuff. They like, oh, I got the game, I got this, I got that. I got the Cabbage Patches and all this. So I'm like, I need to make my stuff sound good because I know it was very not good. We would have candy canes on the Christmas tree, and it was it. She would put out oranges and nuts and stuff like that. So um, in the process, I said, so I'm like, I got this camera. I got a camera. And then my other cousin was like, that's a grandma camera. And so then I had these cousins that they were really good at like ranking. And y'all know what ranking is, like when you're talking about people and stuff like that. So then all my brothers and sisters, that like I said, they're much older than me. So they're like ranking on them, and we were just like considered like the bum family or whatever.
Damn.
And my one cousin said,
He said, "Damn."
my one cousin said, yeah, y'all so poor, y'all wake up and open up the candy canes for Christmas.
Yo, I would have been. We would have had
Everybody
to
was
fight.
laughing, but like I was just like this little bitty, like I was always just like the fighter. Like I'm gonna defend my brothers and sisters, the littlest thing in a room or whatever sometimes. But I was just like, so like I couldn't do nothing but laugh because it was true. Like we had woke up and really ate the candy canes off the tree. It was so devastating.
Oh man,
Hey,
dang.
that's
So
crazy.
devastated. So we use that every year. Like that's what we'll say, like, boom. Man, when I wake up, I'm getting that candy cane right there, like as a joke. And it just been like that and I stopped celebrating Christmas long ago, but I still always tell that story. Like it's the funniest thing ever.
Hey, that's hilarious. That's too funny. All right, y'all know what time it is. We go do the flowers while they still here. Y'all already know we so conditioned to give people flowers at a funeral when they dead and gone, but we like to give people flowers while they still here so they can actually smell those roses. Miss BBC, who you want to give flowers to? I want to go last because I got a lot of shit to go through. So I'm going to
Okay.
go first this time.
um, I want to give my flowers out to all the people that have tried, like people that are on drugs, homeless, in jail. I want to give my flowers out to them, and they just can't get right. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what in their mind, they know they want to, but they really just feel like they failing or they fall off or they go off or whatever like that. Cause I seen it. And some people, when you be like, man, come on, you can't get right. You like how you don't want to be clean or how you don't want to stop going to jail or whatever like that. So I know some people that really try to do their best or whatever like that, but has been bought down by the system. Drugs, it's addiction is a sickness, you know what I'm saying? So I want to give my flowers out to them and tell them that don't stop, keep trying no matter what. How many times you got to start over, start over.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. All right. Concrete, who you want to give your flowers to tonight?
Um, I want to give my flowers to you.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
Yes. I want to give my flowers to you because one, like you said, we met a long time ago. You was doing your comedy thing, and you was still showing up, whether everybody laughed or a couple people laughed, you still was showing up. You was going hard. You was at the Funny Stop. You was traveling. You was in Canton. You was here. You was there, and you still was going. You still was going. You still was doing shows despite whatever you had going on. You still was doing it, and now you didn't transition from that to this. And shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You found a way to still be funny, but at the same time gain a new audience, learn a new skill, try something different. And you've been,
Yes.
I don't know how long that you've been doing your podcast so far, but I know that you've been doing it for a while. And you know what I mean, you still going, you know what I mean, you don't give up.
Thank you.
And you know what I mean, I appreciate that. I like that. I really like that. I admire that. Like she was
Listen,
saying, I love people that don't give up. You know what I mean? Because you fail at something. A lot of people are so quick to give up at stuff because it don't go the way they think it's gonna go. Just because you fail don't mean that it's over with. You know what I mean? Reinvent yourself. And I
Absolutely.
like that. I like that. You know what I mean? I like that.
that's what's up. Hey, I'm
So
gonna take those. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
yes.
Yeah. So the podcast would be 3 years in March, actually on my comedy anniversary, surprising enough.
Oh,
3
see?
years on March for the podcast, 15 years in the comedy game in March, and
Look at that.
still rolling, man. Still rolling.
Still rolling.
And
Still
it
rolling.
was I gotta admit, like sometimes like doing the poetry room would be testing, but like I started, I did shows in Cleveland and Akron and at the Funny Stop. So but like one thing, the poetry, just the poetry crowd, the poetry goers, right? Like, and then the poets always showed mad love. So I definitely appreciated y'all, man. And like I said, just hooking up with Prince James when I first started, he definitely helped me out a lot and get me in different rooms and put me in churches when I didn't even want to go to the church and do comedy, even though I knew church material because I grew up in the church and I love doing church shows. So, and then like I said, the poetry game was dope. Like, and it's funny because I will always, because I'm from Cleveland and some shit never goes away. So I will always talk shit about Akron and motherfuckers would get pissed, but I would do it on purpose just to see the hole I can dig to dig myself out. It was literally like a workout. And every time I would say some crazy shit where motherfuckers were like, boo, come on, like, we from Akron. And I'd be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, I'm from Cleveland. But then I would turn around and have the motherfuckers laugh and they'd be like, yeah, you was funny, but that Akron shit, that wasn't funny. But you was funny. And I'd be like, yeah, I did that shit.
Right.
It just helped. It just helped me,
Cleveland.
Learn better. You know what I'm saying? And let me be able to get out of a hole if I ever needed it when I was on the road, which I'm gratefully, thankfully, I never needed it, but it was good practice. And like they definitely showed my love. So I appreciate those flowers. I really do appreciate that shit. I like that.
Nice.
That was
Absolutely
uninspected. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Blessing.
Absolutely.
So
hey, running a podcast ain't easy. You've been doing it for 3 years. That's what's up.
No, running a podcast is definitely not easy. It was something new. And but I definitely enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's been time like shit most of this year, especially all the way like beginning of the year. KT was with me. Big shout out to her. So she getting some of my flowers. KT, like she definitely held me down. Listen, her heart is so damn big. I love her to death. That's like literally little sis, and we only like months apart or a year apart or whatever. But I love her to death, man. And she definitely held me down. My original co-host Antoine, when we first started the podcast, he the one talked me into starting the podcast. Like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have never started Just Therapy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because he was like, "You got a name?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I got a name, Just Therapy." So. Definitely big shout outs to them. Big shout outs to Redline Radio. I got to shout them out because they gave me the platform of doing it video and audio. Because at first I started audio doing Spotify, but just the video presence, you know what I'm saying, getting, trying to gain fans from that. And unfortunately we had to part ways, but it was a mutual agreement. Like it was no bad blood. So that's why I'm giving them a big shout out. But yeah, it's definitely not easy. And it was days where I was like, man, I don't even feel like doing the fucking podcast today. And I was like, nigga, you know you got to do it. I don't know why you even said that shit. And I would jump on this bitch and have guests by myself and have great conversations. And it's been times where I didn't have a guest and I was going to take a break. And I was like, man, you know what? I feel like talking. And I would get on here and talk by myself for like an hour and a half. And big shout out to the couchers that would tune in and interact with me while I jump on by myself, man. Like, because talking to somebody is so much different. Having that conversation, because like always,
Right.
like, it's a general conversation. That's why to me it goes so smooth when we do the podcast, because I'm having a general conversation. We talking. But when you by yourself, it's another breed. Like I remember the first episode I did by myself. I was like, man, I don't even know if I can talk that long. Then next, you know, it was like an hour and 20 minutes in. I was like, man, I gotta get the fuck off of here. Right. So it's definitely dope. It's not easy. It's definitely fun. I ain't gonna stop, but my flowers definitely go to all my guests that I had this year. But definitely big shout out to Miss KT, hold me down from last year into the beginning of this year, because she just, you know, sometimes, you know, some people want to change, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody,
Right.
but she held me down. And like, it's funny because she was go stop the week we was going on our own besides doing Redline. And I was like, listen, just give me one more week and I'll do the rest. And then I just start ramping up guests, where I was booking guests from March into July. Like, and I was like, all right, I gotta wait because I don't want to push you out too far, but just the guests. Tyler Ross came on, Zelda Kelly came on, Helena Starr, musician. Tyler Ross was a comic. That's a good comic friend of mine. I remember when he started. Zelda Kelly was I was about to say ventriloquist. She was not a ventriloquist. The psychic. She was a psychic. So Helena Starr, music producer. Charity Lynn, just AKA Boomy. I met her from playing the video game long time ago. She came on. Michael Bradley, another podcast host and comedian. Grape Ape. John Huff, comedian. Levi Davis, comedian. Silly came in the building talking her shit, comedian. JJ Johnson, another comedian, came on. Chopped It Up. Tone Payne, another comedian, came on. Butter Khan, we actually went to school together.
Tone Payne.
Tattoo artist, cool as shit. Then we had the sex episode. We brought back the sex episode when Miss BBC came back, Antoine came back, or AKA Antonio Ferguson, and Queen Z came on. It's in the refrigerator, baby. Queen Z came on, bless the stage. Artists have to. Why you always do that? Well, go finish your food. Why you always gotta talk over me, girl? See, I just like my damn mama. She like, nigga, I'm talking. Like, golly. So, rap artists have to came in the building. Rap artist T Naz came in the building. Poetry lady from Canada, Valerie Lorraine came on. Then we had a memorial episode for Funny Stop Pete, my guy who actually gave me my first start and helped me grow in the game. Rest in peace to Funny Stop Pete. Yeah, man, that was my guy. That shit hurt. That one hurt really bad. But I had some comics come on that show. Ben Palmer, Chris Clem came on. Jeremy Shear came on that one. Chevy Terrell came on. Then I had to bring little brother back. Ben Palmer, he did the first season. I had to bring him back, AKA Palmer Trolls. That's like, hey, man, y'all don't understand like how much love I got for that little dude. Like, I mean, he ain't no little dude, but he just like my little brother, Ben Palmer, man. And just to see him grow and flourish to the comic listen, that dude got such a presence on TikTok. He got like 8 million followers on TikTok. I mean, it's 5 or 6 or something like that, but he doing his damn thing. So big shout out to him. Brett Sams from Australia came on. DC Glenn came on. DC Glenn from Tag Team came on the podcast. Listen, that was a dope episode. Just to get somebody with a name like that from Tag Team. Everybody remember Whoop There It Is because that was the only song they was famous for, but they literally blew up on that. And DC Glenn came on the couch. Yeah, and he came and dropped some gems. Queens of the Mics came on. Ebb, Concrete. I'm sorry, I can't remember the two other young poets. I apologize for that.
Desi and
Desi
Miss
and
West.
Miss West. Yes, big shout out to them.
Yeah.
Mark McCraw from Arizona came on. He was a children's book author and sent Lil Mama some books. So like that was dope. Chris Harvey, comedian, came on. That's my guy. Ethan Poetic. I mean, I got to give him a shout out because he came on, even though that episode was fucking horrible. I was like, it was literally like I set him up for the laugh, and he just was horrible. But Rod Gibson, owner and operator of his own gym, came on. Comedian Patrick Madison came on. My guy I went to school with, actor Hakeem Sharif, came on. Exposure finally came on the motherfucking couch. Listen, I've been trying to get Exposure since I started this damn podcast, and she finally came on and blessed the couch. My guy Brad Culver came on. Antoine came back when we did the Real Fathers episode. And then last but not least, Wardy's Laugh Factory came on. So big shout out. All them flowers is well deserved to all the people that's just supported and came on the show. And big shout out to all the couchers that's been faithful, tuning in, sharing the podcast, sharing the stream. So definitely, listen, this year wouldn't have been possible without all the couchers tuning in. Big shout out to Lil Mama for like keeping me in check and saying ponder on when it's time and letting me actually do the podcast and not being all in my way, but most of the time being in my way. But so big shout out to her too. But yeah, that's all my flowers for the year 2023 wrap up. I had to do it all in one. It was a lot, but listen, it was all well deserved. I cannot go without. I can't go without giving them a shout out. So definitely,
Right on.
definitely. All right, let me go to the comments real quick before we get up out of here for our first and only break. My dude Rail, he keep talking about he want to come on the couch. I told him first Monday of the year, I got you, brother. He said I'm ready. He said flowers to SB. I appreciate it. Ed Red said y'all comics were the spot for us. I appreciate that. Hey, don't come for my niece. And then man, yes, Ben, I love him. Then he moved. Yeah, he moved. He went to Atlanta, then went to Cali, then he went to Colorado. Now he in Tennessee, but he definitely ain't stopped doing this thing. That dude, listen, if y'all get a chance, go check out Palmer Trolls on YouTube or TikTok. I'm telling you, that dude is a fucking writer's genius. Like, and I don't say that lightly. Like that dude got it for real. So definitely big shout outs to him. So, all right, we will take our one and only sponsor break, but please don't go nowhere. We got a lot of topics, more Concrete Rose, more Miss BBC. We got to talk about what's the sexiest thing a man or woman can do for you besides sex. So we gonna talk about it, y'all. We ain't going nowhere. I said we got a quick sponsor break. We will be right back to you. Don't go nowhere. More Just Therapy, more Concrete Rose. You already know I'm taking y'all to break, baby. We'll be right back.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off. Yo, y'all already know. Y'all know what it is. It is the end of the year, and y'all already know. All 2023, I've been talking about how good this damn pizza is. So it ain't gonna stop. I got the place for you, Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They got 3 locations. 3. All right. First location is the original one in Cuyahoga Falls. That's 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. Other location, second one, is in downtown Akron, across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron, Ohio. Phone number is 330-849-5707. And the new location, they're about 2-3 months in, though, is the Graham Road location in Stowe, Ohio. That's 3031 Graham Road. Their phone number is 330-673-9410. Listen, I'm telling you this. If you need some pizza, you better go there. If you need some subs, you better go there. If you want your order made to you just motherfucking right, I'm telling you, Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. The thing I love about the downtown location has to be the beer wall, hands down. I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer, because you go in there and it's 36 glorious taps of beer, wine, ale, IPAs, and it's nice. You go in there with a card, put the money on the card, walk up to the tap, you put the tap, you like just tap the card, boom, pouring whatever you want, man. Drink responsibly, but I like it. It's good shit, right? And then they always cater to your taste buds, man. And what I mean by that is they cater to your damn taste buds. Self-explanatory shit. Like whatever you order, they gonna make it right. I'm a cheeseless type of guy, so I'll be like, hey, no sauce, no cheese, extra sauce. It's always right. Every single down, hands down, all the time. Just listen. I know I always get excited, but the shit's good. Y'all think I'm playing, man? Try them out. Listen, that first bite, you gonna call me and you're gonna be like, man, SB, you was right. Because that first bite, it'd be, bitch. Like, it's just that damn delicious. So check it out. Plus, you mentioned Just Therapy, the podcast. You know what? You get a 10% discount. 10%. That's money off. Everybody need money off, especially during the holidays. Then if your New Year's party, I'm telling you, hit them up early. You can order from there. They can cater whatever you want to. Listen, y'all don't understand. My guy Brad Cover, a friend of the couch, he be on his thing, and you won't be disappointed, man. So listen, check them out, because if it's pizza, it's possible. Yeah, Twisted Tomato Pizza motherfucking Rhea. Yes, yeah. I had to get a little hype because it was like this the last commercial of the year. Next year, hopefully, I have that shit pre-recorded. I'm tired of every single episode this year has been a live reading of that. And I ain't got nothing written down. It's literally just, I got the addresses and the phone number. That's it. And I just do everything myself. So listen, hopefully, not hopefully, I'm recording that shit because woo. It's a lot. I kept telling them all year, I kept telling this motherfucker, even before the year started, we got to do a commercial. We got to have a video. I'll throw it on here, And he'd be like, yeah, we got to do it. Man, his ass be so busy. Then I got busy. Then he be so busy. So, but we'll figure, I love you too. But we'll figure it out. So,
Where's your Africa?
I don't know where she went.
I'm going to have to check them out. The fact that you get pizza with no cheese, I was baffled. Like, what?
I'm allergic to milk.
Oh.
But pizza's still good.
Well, they don't have vegan cheese?
Why would I try some fake ass cheese? Like, it's pizza with no cheese, like extra sauce. Listen, and the good thing about it is like the toppings, like, because like them my people. So I get like all the toppings. I get sausage, pepperoni, meatballs, the green peppers, like the hot ones, you know what I'm saying? No, not the onions. I don't like onions like that, but the jalapeno peppers, I'm throwing them on there, and the green ring peppers. You know what I'm saying? The spicy ones. You know,
Banana peppers. Oh,
yeah, the banana peppers. There we go. I be throwing bacon on that bitch. Like that shit be so good. Like I don't miss cheese. Like,
mushrooms, olives.
no, I don't do mushrooms. I don't do olives.
No mushrooms, no olives, no onions. Lord,
Nope. Little mama like olives, but I
I
don't.
love olives.
My mom used to love olives and mushrooms. I can't stand the motherfucking mushroom. Only mushroom I done
I
had
like
before.
olives and mushrooms.
Only mushroom I had before was the psychedelic mushroom. I had a half a cap. That shit was fun. That was fun. It wasn't. It
Tell
didn't
her don't
taste
be
good,
repeating that.
but it was definitely. It was definitely good. She like.
No, I ain't never did the mushroom trip. I ain't never did that.
It was fun. I mean, that's the farthest I went. I done did some other shit, but nothing crazy, you know. So
No,
but yeah, so it was good.
I've only done Mary Jane
Yeah, me too.
and
I
wine.
was getting into it. And you said and wine.
Yeah, I love wine.
That's
Jesus
funny.
gave us wine.
I got kicked out and it won't let me back in. I keep clicking on
Jesus
that.
gave us wine, so I'm gonna partake in the wine.
I mean, he
I
did give
can't
us
do
wine.
beer. Yes, he did, and I ain't gonna deny I'm not gonna deny it. Jesus gave it to us. Yes. Right on. Right on.
So that's
Jesus
the
drank
crazy
wine.
part. Like I can't really do the wine. I don't like the wine.
What? I can't do liquor and I can't do beer. I don't like the taste of beer. I tried it once. I was like, eh, liquor too strong. Tastes like gasoline.
Go finish your nuggets, girl. I don't care what you do. Go finish your nuggets. Go finish them. She's been eating nuggets way before the podcast started. She got like 2 nuggets left on her plate and won't eat them. She in there running around.
She don't want them.
But she gonna eat them.
She don't want them.
It wasn't even that many on her damn. It was 7 dinosaur nuggets. And then if she don't eat her nuggets,
That might be too many. Maybe you should just give her 5.
Listen, one day she done ate 12 of them bitches. So I give her a little bit. I meet her halfway, 6 or 7. And then, but if she don't eat those, all she gonna do is want to eat cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and raspberries the rest of the night, which I already got a bowl waiting for her. She like to snack. That's her snack, which I love it. That's her snack. But listen, she gonna turn into a damn cucumber and a pepper because she eats so much of it. Which I mean,
that's how I feel about pickles.
She like pickles too.
That's how I feel about pickles. I would put pickles on a salad. Ooh, got to get you some red wine. If y'all listening, get you some red wine and eat it with some pickles. Drink it with some pickles. Lord, it tastes delicious.
Yes, but it's definitely funny that she does that because, like I said, I don't eat like, and she do them like raw, like she just switched because she do the color peppers. She loved the color peppers, but this week she was like, "Daddy, I want the green ones back." So now it's just straight green peppers, and she eat them like
eat them raw.
Listen, I wash them, clean them off, cut them up, and that's how she eat them, just like that.
What? That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's her go-to snack.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right
So some reason Miss BBC is having a hard time getting back in, which makes no sense to me because I sent her 2 more links and she says she can't find them, but I mean they're there. So hopefully she'll be back soon because this was her topic. Yeah. Because I want to know where she was coming from with this. Like I guess I started off. So the question was, what is the sexiest thing a man or a woman can do for you besides sex? Like literally, what can they do for you that's sexy besides sex? And I wanted to hear her take on it. Like I said, this was her topic because I wanted to hear her take on it so then I can give my answer on it. Because I know my first answer would be peace and quiet.
I know that's right.
I'm just saying, right. Like shit.
That's so sexy. Like, ooh, baby, I love the way you shut up. Like, ooh, you look so good shutting the fuck up.
And just chilling. Like, and relaxing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like ooh, let me rub my feet together like a grasshopper on you and you just shut up. Like,
and chill.
it's quiet.
And
yeah. I
It
like
is
that.
so peaceful, especially when you can vibe with somebody without really
Mhm.
talking, but then not get bored with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just sitting there chilling, cuddling and shit, and just enjoying each other's company. To me, that's some sexy ass shit. I don't care what nobody
It
says.
is. And I'm the type of person, I like silence. I can sit there and enjoy my own company or just be silent for hours and not say nothing. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm just chilling. So if you can just sit there with me in complete silence for like an hour or two and we ain't doing nothing, you all right with me. That's sexy as shit. Like, let me
Man,
tell you, and I rub my feet on you and we just doing nothing.
for
Yes.
real. And it ain't no
Yes.
uncomfortable. It ain't no uncomfortable silence either. It's just like enjoying each other's
Just
presence.
chill.
Yeah. And not having to
Yeah.
talk. We don't need to. Just relaxing, man. Just relaxing, maybe listening to some music, drinking some wine, because you like
Mhm.
wine. I mean, I do the Moscato. I like the white line wines.
Mm.
Said lines. I don't like white lines at all. Shit, not at all. I don't like nose boogers. So I never do that shit. I've never done that shit. I don't know why it was coming out like that, but I like the light. There we go.
White
The light wines. I
lines.
don't like the darks and the reds. I like
Du,
them
du, 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 du.
to.
I'll start singing
I
a
ain't
song.
I ain't no
White
Tony Montana type of
lines.
dude. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay. All right. All
I was
right.
like
Don't
the
mess with that
white
booger
wine.
sugar. Don't mess with the booger sugar now.
I don't. I like to breathe clear. Like I can't do that shit.
Man,
I don't knock
they
nobody
be
who
breathing.
does. I just don't understand how they can do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't knock nobody who does, but
They be breathing.
they do.
Mm-mm.
I can't.
I don't want no parts of it. I heard it make
Me
your heart
neither.
beat
Me
all
neither.
fast and shit.
Me
They be
neither.
sweating like
Me
they
neither.
just no. It's just a constant party. Like no. And then I heard it don't even last that long. You only high for like 15, 20 minutes. Like that's what? No.
You said it
That's
only
wild. So you got to
lasts
keep doing
15,
it.
20 minutes?
I, I don't know. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true, but I heard it don't last long. So that's why they keep, you know what I'm saying? They got to constantly keep doing it. I don't know how high they be, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could have got the wrong information. Shit, they probably was high when they told me that. I don't know.
They well could be. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Counters. Let's hear from y'all. What is the sexiest thing a man
Oh,
or
I
woman
got my answer.
can do for you? Go ahead. What's your answer? I mean, it's
I got
more
my
than
answer.
one, but go ahead.
Yeah, I got my answer. So one, a woman can't do shit for me. Let me make that clear. But a man, the sexiest thing a man can do for me is cook. I like to I like to watch my man cook. Like, ooh, boy, get
I'm
your
glad
baby
my
boy Melvin on. Get your Melvin on. Stand in the kitchen and, you know what I'm saying, make me some breakfast or, make me some potatoes. I love French fries. I love potatoes. So make me some potatoes, make me a nice little sandwich or a salad. Just I like to watch my man cook. I can just sit there and dangle my toes like a little kid because I'm short, so my feet be hanging off the chair and shit. So
and you sit in the kitchen with them too.
yeah,
See now,
sitting there like a
that's
little
dope.
kid.
That's dope. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
sit there like a little kid with my feet dangling. Sometimes I gotta cut up the onions and peppers and stuff or whatever.
Oh,
I'm
so
like the
and
sous
you
chef
tag team
sometimes,
help
or
out. Okay,
sometimes,
all right.
yeah, sometimes, or other times I'm just sitting there drinking my wine, waiting for my plate to be done, and like yeah, that's sexy as hell to me. We're just doing like domestic stuff because men don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say all men, but some of the men that I've dated, they don't usually do chores, you know, type of thing. Is like, oh, I folded my clothes or I made the bed, but for the most part, it's like doing something alone that making my day a little bit easier so that I don't have to wash dishes or
That's
do
what's up.
laundry or clean up after you. I'd be like, oh, I'm like, boy, you must want some like you didn't cleaned up. You must want some nookie. So
Not the slurping
that's
noise.
sexy to
Yes,
me.
yes. Not the slurping noise, but yes. I'm all for it. Yes. That's
I
hilarious.
hope my mama not
I
watching.
want
No,
to
I'm just
say
playing.
before I
But
forget, before I forget, I'm so happy my cousin didn't chime in. I don't think he knew you was coming on because you know he was lightweight. I mean, not really, but you know, I'm just playing. But he was lightweight stalking you last time y'all was on here with Queens of the Mic. He kept coming for you, talking about something. And you know, he's a chef, so I'm glad he wasn't here to hear that. Because
Yeah, he was like, I want the violent one. I was like, why they always want me?
because he'd have been like, I'll cook you up everything you want. But yeah, definitely, that's
Ooh.
dope. So, and
Hey,
then
cousin,
it's
I
funny.
like seafood and Mexican.
All right, I'm gonna play it back for him, and then he gonna be in your damn inbox and shit. Yeah, I done warned you.
Lord,
But it's
don't
funny
do
that
that.
you
We're gonna
say
get in
most.
trouble.
See, there you go. See, most you talking about most men don't do the domestic. Like, I'm a single father, so I gotta make the bed and fold the clothes and wash the clothes and vacuum.
I mean, well,
if I ain't cleaning it up, who is? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
shit.
I mean, and that's understood. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but I'm pretty sure if you was in a situation where you had a woman that lived in the house and you didn't have to, and she did it, you probably be like, man, baby got it. You gonna focus on other things. And I'm that, you know what I'm saying? I'm usually like that type of person. Like I'm gonna do the cooking. I'm very, I fuck with gender roles, in the words of Desi. I fuck with gender roles to a certain extent. So I'm gonna do the cooking, I'm gonna do the cleaning, I'm gonna do the laundry. I'm gonna still go get my bag because that's just me. I'm gonna go get my money. But
Right.
I'm gonna cook and I'm gonna clean and I'm gonna do all that type of thing or whatever. So for the most part, a man with me, he not doing that. But if you do it, I'd be like, oh shit, you did it. I ain't asked you to do it. You just
Washing
did it.
dishes
Damn,
too.
what you
Shit.
want?
I'm
Yeah, you
washing
done
the
watch it.
dishes, and especially after somebody cook for me. Like,
Mhm.
let me wash the dishes. No, I got it. Well, let me what, nigga? Wait, I can't wash the dishes. Like, I want to feel like I done
Mhm.
helped out. Like, you done made this lovely meal. Like, let me at least wash the dishes. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
mean, that's just me.
When I used to work third shift, my sugar foot's like, I made you something to eat. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be home early. He like, I made you something. I'm like, yes, I can. You run it home like, you let me hurry up and get naked so I can eat and then get ate.
So, like, to me, I think that's sexy as well. So, like, I don't have a live-in girl or anything
Right.
like that. So I remember when my girl came through and cooked a home cooked meal for me, and I ain't had a home cooked meal in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So just to take the time and have little mama in there helping her and stuff like that. And, man, that shit slapped. And to me, that was sexy. But another sexy thing to me, hold on, before I go there, let me go on and get through these comments real quick. KT, is KT still here? I see she chimed in, but it didn't say nothing. It said she was watching, but I gave you some flowers, sis, But Ed was like, she said, well, sing to me and for me, baby. Not the feet dangling, talking about you. She said, bye, Rose, bye. LOL, because they don't know Ed really is the crazy one. LOL. She said, I'm done. I think she said she done. I don't know if it was the bye Rose bye to the slurping or I'm done Rose to the slurping, because that shit was hilarious. But another
I'm short, so my
sexy
feet do be
thing,
dangling.
that's funny though. Another sexy thing a woman can do for me, besides sex, is just the vibe. And like literally just the vibe and get lost with me in the moment. You know what I'm saying? My girl had took me to the Tony concert for my birthday, even though my birthday was in July, and the concert was like in September. It was not too long ago, but either way, it wasn't even in September. It was, I forgot, whenever it was that came to Cleveland.
Like October, November, or something like
that.
that.
I think it was like October. So just the tickets alone was dope, right? Because that's my favorite R&B group ever. And you can argue with yourself, because I'm not gonna argue with you. Their catalog is so extensive, and the motherfuckers is just, they dope.
Right.
Especially, I mean, Raphael Sadiq was back, so I had to go, but
oh man,
just the fact,
sure.
yeah, just yeah, you were right. It was the whole group. Like, he rejoined Tony, and because he the lead singer, so without Ralph, it's not really, it's missing a Tony. You feel me? But
yeah,
it's like I seen him in Detroit, and it was still a phenomenal concert. But this one was just more than phenomenal. It was amazing. It was breathtaking. It was just all that I wanted out of a concert from these three fellas that I grew up on,
Right.
who was and still is my favorite R&B group. But for
Mm.
us to get there, right, we were like front row balcony, so it was perfect seats by the aisle. And so I had some knee room and leg room. We were able to get up and dance, but literally just it felt like we were the only two there. That's how much
No,
the
I love that.
vibe was, where it was like we didn't care about who was looking at us while we was dancing, no nothing. Like I was so locked in on that concert and just being with her in her presence, and I can tell that she was in the moment with me. That was some
Mhm.
sexy ass shit. That was, to me, that was the equivalent of some great mind-blowing sex. And it was dope
Right,
because
right,
we
right.
was both in the
That's
moment.
definitely a
Didn't
vibe for sure.
care about anything around us. It was like we was locked in, dancing, singing, and like I lost my voice because I was singing every song because I know them all by heart. You know what I'm saying? And it was just so dope. It was so dope. So to me, that was definitely a vibe that you can never, like, you know what I'm saying? It's something you can never miss, you know what I'm saying, or never forget, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it was dope. Oh, Eb said
I like
it
that.
was both. She said it was both. Yeah. So there's no other thing besides cooking and cleaning for you. That's it.
uh, I like. I guess I'm pretty basic. I like manly man. Like I don't. I don't put nothing together. I don't own a hammer. I don't own a measuring tape. I don't own a screwdriver. None of those types of things. I don't own no tools. I don't do none of that type of stuff. Like I said, I fuck with gender roles. So I'm more of a I go buy it, you put it together, hang it, nail it, fix it, and glue it, break it. You know what I'm saying? You do all of that. 'Cause I don't know how to do that type of thing. That's not my expertise.
Mhm.
So if you can like hang some stuff or fix my car or do some brakes or like that type, I'd be like, oh hell yeah. I'd be like, I just think it's so sexy for a man to know how to do shit with his hands.
Hmm.
Um, fix shit like, cars and household things, like, oh, you know how to fix the vacuum. I done suck something up, or the TV ain't working. You didn't, took
Right.
apart this and changed the bulb, and you didn't the fan in the basement ain't blowing the hot air or whatever the hell it's supposed to do. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do, but it's cold. Go on down there and take your screw and fix some shit and come back up like the pilot, whatever.
That's
Yeah,
lighting the pilot when it's cold.
like go fix it, whatever it
Right.
is, go
Right.
fix it. And I like a
Okay.
man that know how to go and fix it, whatever it is, and do it. And I be like, that's the come here, boy, you want some dinner?
Right. Okay. There you go. There you go. Well,
Like,
you already
like
know what the
you want
slurping
a bath?
noise again.
Yeah, you want a bath, baby? You want bubbles or milk? What you want? You want coconut oil,
Oh
olive
shit.
oil? What you want? Like, yes.
Another, yeah, that's what's up. But another sexy thing to me besides sex would be a full body massage. Like, listen,
Okay, I've
listen,
done that. I
like
went to school for
like
massage
full
therapy, so yeah.
body, like even like massaging the feet and all that, like full body massage. That should have put a nigga
Yeah.
to sleep.
I've done that. I've done that because I went to school for massage therapy, so I have my own massage table. And
Oh
if I
shit.
really like you, yeah. So if I really like you and I fuck with you, I don't got no problem with doing that. My man has, he had a bad shoulder injury from back in the day, so every once in a while I bring the table out and get in there. He be on the tables knocked out.
Because
So
it
it's the love
simply,
language. It's
it
the love
is.
language.
It is. It is. It
For me,
definitely is.
cooking is like my love language, and making like things that stress me out, taking care of those little things so that I don't have to stress out about those things. That's my love language. Like, make
Acts of
those things
service, huh?
easier for me. Yes, like make
There you
those
go.
things easier for me, because I was stressed out about that. Like, I don't know how to change this is broken, I don't know what to do it, just do it. And I be like, oh, that's so sexy. Like, look at that. And I remember I had a man wash my hair and grease my scalp for me. I was like, oh,
You said
this was
wash
before I
your
got
hair.
locks. Yes, he washed my hair and greased my scalp for me. That was like the sexiest thing ever. Before I got locks, of course, but yes, he washed my hair. I got in the shower. He was like, "Come here," and I leaned over. He washed it, conditioned it, combed it out, greased my scalp, and I was like, "Okay, okay." So yeah,
That's what's
it
up.
was sexy.
Grease the scout, get in there and shit. Grease it and wash it. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's good shit right there. Yeah. So, couchers, come on, chime in with that. What is the sexiest thing a man or woman can do for you besides sex? That's the topic we on right now. And great, great, great fucking topic. I still wanted to see where BBC was going with it. Oh no, you're not throwing those away. We'll say those. Go get your cucumbers and stuff. Getting on my nerves. But yes, so chime in if you want. I'll read it, see what y'all talking about. Sexiest thing a man or woman can do for you besides sex. And a man can't do shit for me either. Like when you was talking about a woman can't do shit for me. I mean,
Yeah, woman can't do a goddamn thing for me.
But
And I don't want to say go get the money because that's so cliche. But definitely go get the money.
To me, like that's like, but that's almost like a given. Like, to me, that's not
Yeah,
sexy.
you would think, because no, because some people don't know how to go get them. They don't know how to go and make money. They don't go do that.
I guess,
They don't.
but
Yeah, they don't go. No.
to me, if
And
you don't know how to make money on your own and you got to look for me to go get the money, to me, that's like,
you don't.
that's almost a loveless relationship. Like you only look
Yeah,
for
you
me to
don't
come.
work. You don't eat.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, I grew up on that. Like shit. Like you got to make ends meet. You feel me? Like, and then if you,
Right.
this is my thing. And then if you not and there's nothing wrong with not working. Don't get me wrong. Because being a full-time mom or taking care of the house full-time is a job within itself. So doing
True.
that aspect while the other half is, working or making the money or whatever, it's cool. I get that. That's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like I would,
Right.
I would love to be a stay-at-home dad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
listen, me and little mama, we get it in. We have a good time. Like, it's funny because Miss BBC was
Right.
like, I talk to her like she my homie. Because she get on my nerves like shit. Like, but just being around her and having fun with her, like I love that. So I could definitely be a
Yeah.
dad, but I don't have that luxury. So I gotta go,
Right.
make ends meet, make sure the bills and everything is still good. You feel me? But I don't think, to me, like that's not a sexy thing. Like you able to go make money. Like,
Yeah.
I
Some
mean, to me, if
some
you doing
people.
something you love or you passionate about what you do and you got a job that you actually growing in, you know what I'm saying, and not staying complacent in, to me that's sexy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Yeah.
doing what you need to
Sure.
do to further and better yourself. To me, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like getting
Right.
promotions and like, and wanting to get promotions or switching, shit at the company you at. Like to me, that's dope. Because like
Yeah.
that's
For
what
sure.
you a go-getter. You about your business. You want to make yourself better as well. You know what I'm saying? So to me,
Right.
that's sexy. But just going to get money, like, to me,
You
anybody.
said, yeah.
That's it. You said what?
You said, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, anybody can do that shit, So
Some people are lazy though. They don't know how to fend for themselves. There's a lot of men that want women to do for them or take care of them. They want to be taken care of. And vice versa. It's a lot of women that want to be taken care of. They don't want to go work. They don't want to go get money. They want everything handed to them. So that's so unattractive to me. Um,
mhm.
Even when I tried to be a stay-at-home mom when I was like my early 20s. I was with my kid's daddy. He wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom, and he took advantage of that like a motherfucker. He took advantage of that because he made all the money. So he pulled I make the money and I bought this and I did, what I mean? I was like, oh hell no.
That ain't no
I never
that
let yeah, I was like, I never let nobody else hit me with the okey doke with that again. So I went and got a part-time job, because I'm like, I couldn't work full-time because I still had to be, somewhat stay-at-home mom or whatever. So I went and got a part-time
ain't.
job because you weren't gonna keep trying to throw that. I pay this and I pay that and I do this and I do that. You weren't gonna keep trying to throw that shit in my face. So I was like, yeah, now I got
To
a
me,
couple dollars. I do something too.
yeah. To me, that's a sucker right there. And I didn't know that
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
ain't no real man. That's a
and Chris
sucker. If you
Tucker
gonna throw
sucker.
that shit up and if you gonna throw that shit up in somebody's face, like what the fuck? Like, I mean, to me, I don't like that. That ain't cool. That ain't cool
It's
at all.
it's people that do that,
Yeah, no, it
It's
is. It
people that
is.
it's
And I
people
don't
that do that, and I
understand how
always be
motherfuckers
like,
can
that's
like
shitty.
I don't know motherfuckers can like jump house to house or jump girl to girl and all that shit just to be able to I don't get it, man. Like I need my own, you know what I'm saying? And I get it,
Yeah,
people down and out, people got other situations going on, but like I can't because like if they get pissed at you, then where you go? You know what I'm saying?
you got to
Like,
get the fuck out.
yeah, like no, I'm cool on that, man. I'm
Yeah, you
cool.
got to get the fuck out. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to go. That's they shit.
Pretty much.
That's they shit.
Yep.
But
All right, before we get out of here, I do want to do question of the week, though. All right, so this is the
okay,
question of the week. Chime in on this. I definitely want your opinion on this one. Okay, so here we go.
okay,
So husband and wife are going to see his daughter. All right, so his daughter, but husband and wife. Okay,
mhm,
15 minutes before boarding, the wife goes to Starbucks at another terminal.
okay.
Was he wrong for leaving her?
uh,
I'm just like, they going to see his daughter, right?
okay,
She waits 15 minutes before boarding to go get Starbucks at another terminal. So it might have been Atlanta Airport or LAX. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got
right,
different terminals and shit, and you can go all the way over here and all that shit. And especially Atlanta.
right.
Atlanta, that's motherfuckers. But you go to
And he was
another
already
terminal
on
to get
board.
Starbucks, like you couldn't just get Starbucks 15 minutes before boarding. You know they about to board in the next 5,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you wait to go get Starbucks. Now the question is he wrong for leaving her?
let me. Can I ask a question before I answer?
Do you really want to answer the question? Ask a question, or you want to answer it then get more information? Which one?
Did he call her before he left? Like, yo, where you at? We about to go. Did he at least like give her a heads up, or he just like, fuck it, she ain't back, I'm out?
It's 15 minutes before boarding. Why should he have to call her? You know it's 15 minutes before boarding, but when you go to your ass
What
to
you
another
doing?
terminal, why wait 15 minutes? You supposed to get to the airport 2 hours before, so you at least got there an hour and a half before. Why didn't you go like
I would have left her. The
an
tickets is not
hour
refundable.
before boarding?
Tickets is not refundable. I would have left. I'm gonna holler at you. But
So
I at least would have.
believe it.
No,
Exactly.
tickets is not. They not refundable.
Yep. Then come to find out, here we go. I got some other shit. My girlfriend then chimed in. She say she did that shit on purpose. Exactly. And this is the thing. This is not the first time this has happened. She did it before when they was going to see his daughter. So he waited and missed the flight and didn't go see the daughter. So this time he was like, look, bitch, you really doing this shit on purpose. I don't care if you like my daughter. You ain't gotta like my daughter. I love my motherfucking daughter. So if you ain't want to go, you ain't gotta go. Stay your ass at home. But what I'm gonna do,
book the ticket?
What I'm gonna do is go see my motherfucking daughter. You not gonna wait 15 minutes before. I can see if you was running to the bathroom. Then I'm waiting. Like, hey, she went to the bathroom. Like, she didn't want to use the plane bathroom. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? She right here. But you going to another fucking terminal to get Starbucks, knowing Starbucks take forever anyway. And I don't drink coffee.
Right.
But you wait 15 minutes before boarding to go to another terminal to go get Starbucks? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
And it wasn't the first time she did it. She definitely did that shit on purpose. Like, what ill will do you have towards my daughter that you want to act like this? Now, if you don't want to go, we ain't gotta buy 2 tickets. I go by myself.
Right. You
You
wasting
can have a
money.
girls' weekend or whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to see my daughter. But you're not about to, you ain't about to stop me from going to see my daughter. You think this is a fucking game? Like, oh, now I'm gonna wait for you again and miss my flight? That ain't happening. I'm going to see my motherfucking daughter.
Right. Period.
She in the wrong
Period.
for that. That's some trifling ass shit. This is my question now. So
Yeah, she
what?
dead in the wrong.
Yeah, what should he do now? Should he get to the bottom of this and see what the fuck is going on with her? And maybe it might be grounds for a split up or like a break or a divorce. Like, you got me fucked up. My kid is always my kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He should definitely get to the bottom of it, because you got to ask some questions like, why you always doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem? What's the issue? You know what I mean? This ain't the first or the second time you done did this when it come time to see her. If you don't want to go, let me know, because I ain't about to keep wasting money buying fucking tickets, and I can get a 1 ticket and you can stay your ass here. So we, you know what I mean? That could be what the fuck it is. I don't think it's grounds for a divorce, but you ain't got to motherfucking go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go. Stay your ass here.
Right.
Period, point blank. But I'm going because that's my daughter. I'm going. You know what I mean? Regardless. And if you my wife, you should at least suck it up, whatever the issue is, and do what the hell you need to do before we go, because we supposed to be a unit. You know what I mean? We supposed to move together. When I move, you move. If it was the other way around, I'd be going to see your little big head ass son.
Hey, like you said, when I move, you move, just like that.
Yeah, we a unit. We supposed to be a unit. So when I'm, you know what I mean? This is your daughter too. You whatever. You probably ain't gotta like her, or you probably don't like the mom. Ain't no telling why she do that. Sometimes we as women could be so petty about stupid shit. And I know somebody that acts like that. If it's not about them and their kids that they got with this person, they do everything to prevent that person from going to see the other children that they have before they got with her. And I say that's so petty. It's their kids. You know what I'm saying? Their kids. Why would you ever stop anybody from being a dad or being a parent in their other child's life? That's petty as fuck. And because she didn't want to, she didn't want to go, she was like, oh, well, fuck it. I guess maybe she thought that he was going to stay with her and miss the flight and not go like he did last time. He was like, not this time. So, fuck her.
No, I mean, you absolutely right, because like that's crazy to me. Like, you shouldn't be doing that and putting that person in that predicament to where they have to lose a flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Ed Bread chimed in and said, I mean, hell no, he's not wrong. My girl Lisa also chimed back in and said, hold on, I can't see it now because the fucking computer want to act up. Ed Bread also said exactly. And then it should be put on the table that kids before you came along are to be respected and accepted. And if there's an issue with that, then get up from the table, because your home should be harmony. You ain't got to like them, but treat them right and respect them. Absolutely right, Ed. Absolutely right. Yes. And then my girl said, but what could even be a good reason? The daughter already exists and obviously part of the deal. Absolutely correct. Like, because there's no way you should really get mad at somebody for wanting to go see they kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That don't make no sense. You feel me? Like, yeah. So, yeah. So that was my question of the week. Before we get out of here, I want one more thing. So I know the holidays is coming up. You got Christmas next week. Then you got New Year's the week after. Does anybody have any what am I looking for the word? Like rituals
Christmas
or
gifts?
not even
traditions or whatever
wish list
that they
or
do.
just like traditions. There we go. I was lost. I couldn't think of traditions to save my life. Does anybody have any traditions that they used to do, or that they are doing, or that they are starting? I would love to hear about that. So, Ed Bread said, "NW." I don't know what that means. If she disrespectful to the wife, everybody needs to be at the table. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But does anybody have any traditions they are starting or continuing?
I don't really have any, but I know like in rest in peace to
None?
my grandma, my family, we cook every year. Like, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother was real big on getting together, but we grew up on eating Sunday dinners every Sunday. So my mom cooks every Sunday and we used to all get together for Sunday, but now everybody's so spread out. We don't do it. So Sunday is the day before Christmas. So I'll probably more than likely be at my mom's house eating Sunday dinner. That's just a tradition. But for the most part, we don't have anything that we necessarily do. My grandmother wasn't big on holidays, like as far as like the whole like, tree thingy, whatever. She was more focused on getting together with your family. So that means like just spending time with each other. So we don't have any type of traditions, but I do want to start some now that I got grandkids because I don't really do the whole tree thingy and all of that type of
That's
thing.
what's up.
So now that my grandkids are old enough to, like really open up presents, I do kind of want to start some. I don't know where or what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get back to you on
Okay.
that one. I don't know because
There you go.
I'm not a big holiday person. I don't do the whole
Okay.
costumes and all that type of thing.
Okay.
I just like to get together with my
That's what's
people,
up.
enjoy some food.
And that's my biggest thing is just being around family and enjoying family. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? One of our big
yeah.
traditions, like Christmas Eve, we would go to my grandmother's house, which my mom was my mom's mom. But
Hmm.
my grandmother's no longer with us. Both my parents are gone too. So like all my traditions kind of
Oh,
went out the window. But I would
right.
love to kind of make a new tradition with little mama, but I
Yeah.
don't I don't know what to do. Like, like I let her open one present on Christmas Eve. That's been a tradition that we used to do as
Mm,
kids. So I kind of continued that one. So that's one that I do. Ed chimed in. She said on Christmas Eve, mine's for my kids was new PJs and hot cocoa with whipped cream sprinkles and a huge peppermint stick in the cup. And I'm sure you always take
okay.
pictures and put them on Facebook. That's one thing I hate. I hate seeing. I love everybody, but I hate seeing the matching pajamas and taking the pictures and throwing it on Facebook. It was just too many last Christmas.
It
Too
is. It
many.
is.
Like the matching
I think I want to
pajamas.
do that
And the
though.
crazy part about it is you said you don't want to?
No, I think I want to do that with my grandkids and like do
Okay.
movies and cookies and make like a bunch of desserts and stuff, Probably do
I
that.
think that
Like watch a
I
bunch of
think
holiday
that'd be
movies.
yeah, yeah, I think that'd be
You
cool.
could do that
But
with little mama. Watch a bunch of
not,
like cute little movies,
yeah, we do
make
movie
cookies.
night through the week. We do a lot of that. Like last night we watched
Yeah, but Christmas
Incredibles 2.
movies.
I
Christmas
get
movies
that.
though.
We can probably watch a movie for Christmas or whatever. But the matching pajamas is funny because I seen a big set and a little set at Sam's Club the other day, and I was like, I should be ignorant as fuck and do that just to fuck with people because I was talking so much shit about it last year, and I was like, man,
Mhm.
I'm not doing the matching pajamas shit and taking pictures, but
You
yeah,
got
we'll
to.
probably do a little Christmas movie because we always have movie night though, and
Mm.
that'd be fun. She'd be like, turn the lights off, get the popcorn, daddy, and we'll sit there and watch the movies. Like we just watched the first Incredibles because she wanted to watch Incredibles too, but I'm like, you can't watch the second one without watching the first one. I'm one of those people.
Right.
So we watched the
Right.
first one. She watched the entire movie, didn't fall asleep, and then last night we watched part two, entire movie. Ed Red said, now it's what I do for my grands. And then she said, and every year I buy myself 2 pairs of Mickey Mouse PJs, one for Christmas Eve and one for Christmas Day. And yes, I love Mickey Mouse. Ain't nothing wrong with MICKEYMOUSE. KT, hey, KT, she said, okay, I'm back. What's up? I gave you flowers because you held me down at the beginning of the year, me and my co-host, and just being you, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to you, KT. So all right, y'all, it's that time, man. Time to wrap up the last episode of the
What about
year.
crazy, funny, fucked
Uh,
up news?
I ain't doing that this week.
Ah.
I know that. I
I
mean,
was looking
I'll bring
forward
it
to
back for
something
the New
crazy,
Year's.
fun, or fucked up.
It's been. Listen, it do be all of those, but I took a kind of step back from it. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to keep the episodes
Okay.
a little shorter, and I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back next year. I definitely will, because that's something I like to do too. But so
Okay.
it is the last episode of the year, and you already know I'm never getting rid of the clothes. Little mama,
Is she ready?
Shauna Elizabeth, because she kept asking me when I'm doing that part. You ready? Come on, where you going?
She said, "Yeah."
So, something you can ponder on until the next time you see us on Just Therapy, the podcast on Spotify. We'll be back at the beginning of the year, but here's your close to close out 2023. Something for you to ponder on. Oh, all right, here we go. So, attitude is the. I'll read it one more time, and you can break it down for us, Concrete. But attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference. Go and break that down for us, Concrete.
Daddy, can I?
Your phone was going out. You got to say it again.
If you're
Attitude is
still
what?
there, I know it's kind of acting up.
Yeah, he said attitude is what?
Okay, here we go. I know it's here we go. Attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference.
I'm going to take all of
Ooh.
these.
Did you get it this time?
Well, your attitude is everything. Yeah, I think your attitude is definitely everything. How you show up to people is how people perceive you. So you definitely want to make sure that you come in with the right type of energy and attitude so that folks can get the full experience of you. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
Can you hear
And
me?
I apologize for the
Oh.
technical difficulties at the end of the damn episode. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's messing up. We was doing good.
All day, and I don't know what's the fuck going on with my computer. We
Now I want to
was
start messing up.
doing great. I think I'm
Yeah.
about to take my computer in and see what the hell's going on. So, Concrete, thanks for coming on the couch. I appreciate you joining us, even though Miss BBC fell off after the commercial break. But it was definitely a fun conversation besides sex. That was a great convo, and just, getting into your past and see how you got, in the poetry game and all that. I appreciate you coming on the couch, for real.
Oh, for sure. Anytime, anytime. And I'm gonna get you over the flyer too.
Did it come through?
So
Okay.
no, I'm gonna get you over the flyer so that you can pass it along to her.
Yeah, give me the flyer and I'll promote it on the show. You already know what it is.
Oh yeah,
Get
for
it to me
sure.
soon
Thank
so
you.
I promote it every episode up until it happens. So
I'm
that
gonna
free
have it
promotion is
to you
always a
as
good
soon
thing.
as we done.
Oh, all day. My pleasure. My pleasure. And hopefully I can make it to this, so hopefully I can make it to this one. I'm gonna make it to one of them, I promise. And then maybe I might let me be blessed to might
Yeah,
with y'all, so
absolutely. We'd love to have you.
you know even though we're having a little technical difficulties at the end, but hopefully y'all hear this, because to me this is the important part of the show. Listen, We got Christmas and New Year's coming up. I said this during Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. This could be somebody's last Christmas or last New Year's with you. Please stop taking life for granted, y'all. Love on your people. Please love on your people. Look out for your people and enjoy that time with them, because you never know. In a blink of an eye, that shit can all change. So love on your people, enjoy your people, make some memories, have some laughs, and enjoy the holidays, y'all. And I hope that came through while the computer all messing up and shit.
It did.
It did.
Great. All right. So Concrete, thank you so much. We about to get out of here before this shit already freeze and all black out on us or something. But listen, thank you so much for coming to the couch. Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. Celebrate the real reason for the season. And God willing, I will see y'all on the other side of the new year.
Amen. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
KT said it came through. So peace. And as always, one thing you can never get back is time. And I got to thank you for spending your time on the couch with us, especially all of 2023. So thank you so much. Love y'all. Peace, blessings, all that good stuff. And I see you on the other side. God willing, we out.
Peace.
I can't even get the music on. All right, we're going to end with no music tonight. Something different. Using my music, I can kick my music in, but this computer acting funny. But hey, love y'all. Enjoy your holiday. We out, y'all. Let's go.